Hello everyone, Chris here. Today I want to show you another fun build that you can try out with Myers. This build can create some beautiful chaos for the survivors, which again can result in some really fun games, which we are all about. This build is mainly for creating a scenario where there's a lot of potential for some fun, but you'll also have a good chance of winning since the build itself is pretty solid. But as always, before I show you the build in a match, let's go over the perks and add-ons that we are bringing with us. The first perk is Claustrophobia. When a survivor fully repairs a generator, all vault locations and windows in a radius of 32 meters are blocked for 30 seconds. Our second perk is Hex Crowd Control. As long as the Hex totem is active, every window a survivor fast vaults will be blocked for all survivors for 20 seconds. Then we have Hex Blood Favor. Whenever you injure a survivor, every pallet in a 32-meter radius of the survivor will be blocked for 15 seconds. And last we have Bamboozle. Whenever you vault a window, that window is blocked for 16 seconds. You also vault the window 15% faster. As for the add-ons, we're going to go with the Vanity Mirror, as we mostly do. This allows you to see survivors within a 60-meter radius while stalking in Tier 2, but you can't go past Tier 2, meaning you lose the ability to instantly down survivors. And we're combining this with the Jewelry Box, that makes you walk 30% faster while stalking. And yeah, that's the build, so let's get into a match and test it out. Oh, yeah, so that's basically the first time I was mistaken for Eminem. But anyway. We are at the Grave, which is a fairly decent map to showcase this build. I'm not sure if he actually saw me. And are you now gonna... Okay. And as always, I'm gonna explain the build as we go. Balance landing, yeah, that I could see coming a mile away. Damn. Yeah. Okay, so what you saw there was the first perk, which is Hex Blood Favor. And that's one of my favorite perks in the game. And the reason why it's my favorite perk is just because of what you just witnessed. Most of the times when you have Blood Favor, the survivors don't see it coming. So the first time you injure a survivor next to a pallet, more than often they do boo-boos. And they get bamboozled. Hello? So that's why I like the perk, because survivors don't expect it. And what they don't expect is funny. And that is kind of the gist of this build, or the idea of the build. That's a nice save though, because that was almost a boo-boo. I'm gonna pretend going the other way, and I'm not. So, yeah, the idea of the build is kind of just create a stressful environment for the survivors, meaning that all my perks are there to block off any way of like looping, which means that when a survivor actually vaults a window, that window is useless, so they can't kind of like loop around and around and around, which is pretty nice. Are you gonna jump? Okay. Okay, so we got this one now, and yeah, the next perk I'm using is another Hex perk, Crowd Control. And Crowd Control is, as I said, like there to block off the windows when the survivors vault it, so I don't have to vault them myself. And combine that with Vanity Mirror, where like there's no mind games for the survivors and you always kind of know where they are heading. That combination is actually pretty good. Are you gonna... Which way are you gonna come? Hiya. The third perk I'm using is Claustrophobia. And yeah, I do know that claustrophobia is not the best perk in the game, but it's super fun to use, and I like it. Yeah, no, you can't use that. So as you saw there, that was crowd control. I didn't have to vault that window, and that's also a thing that might bamboozle the survivors so they do even more boo-boos. And we love when survivors do boo-boos. The last perk is a bamboozle, and the reason I'm using bamboozle is because it's a safety perk. Because the 2 hex totems, I can lose like straight away. Oh, okay. You no. Hiya. You can lose straight away, and then you're left with nothing. So bamboozle is there to give me at least something to kind of block off the loops for the survivors in terms of like windows. And all in all, ouch. That hurts my ego more than anything. Can you guys save that guy? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, every survivor is... I'm sorry, Dwight. I'm sorry. If that Dwight dies on hook... Oh, you went inside. Hiya. Poor Dwight. Okay, so... Can we get an F in the comments section for Dwight? Poor man. So yeah. I'm over Dwight now. So the build is pretty fun when it works. Oh, hello there. Can you come closer? It's gonna work. Come on. Come closer. Closer. I was so sure it's gonna work. Oh yeah. So, as you can see now, everything here is blocked, and if she couldn't do that, no. So, yeah, claustrophobia is a really fun perk to use in certain maps. Like, can you imagine this on Larry's, for example? All the yellow things you would have seen. Nice. So yeah, for this map, this main building has a lot of windows. This side of the map has a lot of windows. And you see the range of claustrophobia is pretty big actually. So this building is kind of sealed off already. At least some of it. Not anymore though. Or was it? I'm so confused now. So she's gonna jump down, by the way. She's gonna do the gen, by the way. Hiya. And I just wanted to show you a match to kind of let you know how the build works. And always take into consideration that it's a situational perk. I could have lost both hex totems straight away, and we wouldn't have the same match. But at the same time, you did kind of see like the value you can get of what? Blood favor and crowd control, claustrophobia. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. I didn't want to carry him down the stairs. Because Dwight has added some Christmas pounds. Thank you. Yeah, so all in all, this was a decent match to kind of show off the power of the build. And take into consideration that I don't have any slowdown perks. I only have perks that help me in chase. And if you combine that with these two add-ons that are Vanity Mirror, which is, in my opinion, the best perk, well, add-on for Myers, no joke, it's fluffing good. And the other add-on I'm using is the one that makes me faster while stalking, which also helps. So all in all, fun build, situational. So yeah, like, give it a try. I do recommend trying something different from time to time, and this build is really fun to try. So yeah, let me know how it went if you do.